Yeah, hiring is certainly an art and a science. So, I mean, if I kind of look at my time these days, probably 40, 50% of it is actually on, hiring and or candidate sourcing, let's say. So yeah, I mean, there's certainly a process to it. As you build brand, that certainly helps because you get a lot more inbound. And right. Inbound tends to be one of the best sources. But for your key roles, that is generally going to be sort of headhunting type activity. So the best sources for us are typically referral. So what I always try to do for any sort of significant role is go to my network and say, look, we are looking for, someone in this area with this skill set. Who is the best person that you've ever worked with in that particular area? And through that, we get a bunch of names, or we get names who then are not interested and then refer us to other people who would be a good fit. Once you've got then a good set of potential candidates, then the process to actually screen those is really, really important. Our process is pretty extensive, and we put people through, initial kind of screening, chemistry call, just to see if it's a good match. We'll always have some form of practical assessment related to the role. And then we'll typically have 3 interview rounds, which would focus firstly on culture, secondly on attributes, and then thirdly on accountabilities. So we really get, a good holistic view of those people. And all of that hiring process is always done utilizing a hiring committee. So it's really, really important that you get alternative views on candidates, because if it's just one single person, there's very, very commonly stuff that you will miss. So that's like a little overview of the process. And then I guess maybe just to finish that up, we will always have, then kind of reference checks. So yeah, it's one of those things we have to put a lot of time into. I'm sure, you'll be testament to it as well. It's much better to sort of fire someone before they're hired than afterwards. So, put the effort in upfront, rather than rushing it.
Yeah. I mean, the more time you put into the actual research and finding the right person, the less you.
Yeah, it certainly is. We consider that any client or potential client engagement should essentially be an audition, a two-way audition, essentially, an audition for the client to show us that they're going to be a good match for our services and our way of working, and then vice versa. We want to be able to, demonstrate if we believe that the client's a good fit for us, that we're also going to be a great client partner for them. So we use a multi-stage process. It involves, consultative sales discussions to understand needs, objectives, outcomes that you want to achieve, and make sure that we can then put forward a solution that's going to get them those outcomes. And we're confident that we are going to be able to achieve that before we actually engage with the client. Now, you can't always get it right. There's always going to be some mishires, let's say, in your client selection as well. But the more you kind of effort you can, put in again on the front end, the much better it's going to be for the sanity of your team and also for the success of your business. Because if you get the right sort of clients on board, you'll get better results. That leads to more referrals, better outcomes, more positive sentiment in the market. And as a result of that, you'll get more clients like that coming back to you.